Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryangara Vavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Manohidvidham proktam Shuddham cha shuddhameva cha Ashuddham kama samyuktam Shuddham kama vivarjitam. Mana eva manushyana Karanam bandha mokshayo Bandhaya vishayasaktam Muktyai nirvishayam smritam. Yato nirvishayasyasya Manaso muktirishyate Ato nirvishayam nityam Mana karyam mumukshuna. Nirasta vishayasangam Sanniruddham manohride Yada yatyatmano bhavam Tada tatparamam padam. Tavadeva nirodhavyam Yavadhridigatam kshayam Edajnanam cha dhyanam cha Sesho nyayascha vistaraha. Naiva chindyam na cha chindyam Na chindyam chindyameva tata Pakshapata vinirmuktam Brahma sampadyate tada. Swarena sandhayet yogam Aswaram bhavayet param Aswarena anubhavena Bhavo na bhava ishyate. Aswarena anubhavena. Anubhavena. Anubhava is meditating upon something after hearing Upadesha. Anubhava. Contemplating. So, Aswarena Anubhavena. By contemplation of that which is Aswara. Aswara is the supreme. That which is even above Pranava or Swara. The Swara stands for all manifestations. So what is above all manifestations? That is Aswara. Aswarena Anubhavena Bhavaha. That is Bhava, and it cannot be Abhava. Bhava is always there. It cannot be void. It cannot be something shunya. That we have seen. So what is this Aswara? What is this Bhava? It is explained. Tadeva nishkalam brahma Nirvikalpam niranjanam Tat brahmahamidi jnatva Brahma sampadyate dhruvam. Tadeva nishkalam brahma Nirvikalpam niranjanam Tat brahmahamidi jnatva Brahma sampadyate dhruvam. Tadeva nishkalam brahma. Nirvikalpam niranjanam. Tad brahma ahamiti jnatva Brahma sampadyate dhruvam. Tadeva nishkalam brahma. That is Brahma which is nishkala. Kala means limbs or parts. the real or correct meaning of kala is body parts. Avayava. Avayava. So Nishkala is Niravayava, having no parts, having no limbs. Tadeva Nishkalam Brahma, partless, having no part, having no limbs. In the manifested plane, each and every item, all are with parts. Everything we are seeing in this world are with parts. So, what is behind all these manifestations? Yato va imani bhutani jayante. So Shruti says from which all these manifestations came and in which everything are resting and unto which all are going. That is the very substratum of everything, and that must be one without any limb or part. That is Nishkalam Brahma. See, here in this mantra there is nothing to comment upon. There is nothing to explain. But it is a mantra to meditate upon. It is not something to be explained. It is to be meditated upon. So we just think within what is kala, that is limbs or parts, and that from which all these manifestations are coming, it must be one without a part or a limb. So meditate so. It is not a thing to explain. Nishkalam. So is the term Nurvikalpam, without vikalpas. What is vikalpa? Vikalpa is a doubt whether this or that, whether here or there, whether right or wrong. All these are vikalpas. All these are vikalpas. If there is a sankalpa, there will be a vikalpa. So actually vikalpa is a differentiation. Because this is the base of differentiation, this or that, there or here, I or you. That is vikalpa. So vikalpa is differentiation. Nirvikalpa means without differentiation. We are differentiating things on the basis of time and space. That which is now, it was not there before. It will not be there after. So it is limited by time. Like that, when I am here, I am not in Kerala. When I am in Kerala, I am not here. So it is according to place. So in the world, differentiation comes from two parameters. One is time and the other is place, or space you can call aptly, more aptly. So Nirvikalpam is something above time and space. Whatever be it, a thing coming under or coming within time and space will have some sort of differentiation from another. There must be some vikalpa. Take any object you want. If it is coming within the limits of time and space, there will be differentiations. Even in the case of gods we worship, there are so many differences. Even in one god or one deity, there are so many differences. in the object of worship, there are differences. So many differences are there. Because all these are coming under time and space. That which is above time and space, there will be no differentiation. That is Nirvikalpam. So that Brahma is Nishkalam, Tadeva Nishkalam Brahma, Nirvikalpam, Niranjanam. Niranjanam means without any Anjanam. Anjanam is, we can translate roughly, even though it is not correct translation, roughly as taint. So Niranjanam is taintless, but it is not a correct translation. Because Anjanam is something black, or Anjanam is dirt. So dirtless, pure. Niranjanam is pure, taintless, or pure. Untarnished. That is more apt word. Niranjana. And what is the greatest impurity? That is ignorance. So Niranjana means that above ignorance, that which is above ignorance, above all dharma and adharma, good and bad, all dualities. Because all dualities are having some sort of impurity within. So taintless or pure or untarnished means that which is above all dualities. So it will be more or less the same meaning as Nirvikalpa. Because there also without differentiation we have seen. All the differentiations are nothing but dualities. But still, to meditate, there are differences in terms. So Nishkalam, Nirvikalpam and Niranjanam. 3 attributes are given here just to meditate Brahman. Not that these words indicate Brahma. No. They are just some attributes given for helping us to meditate. That is the main point. So, after giving these 3 attributes and helping us to meditate upon, then Shruti says, Tad Brahma Aham Idi Jnatva. See, there is such a Brahman which is Nishkala, Nirvikalpa and Niranjana, and it is residing in some Kailasa or Vaikuntha or in some other worlds, or it is the Swarupa of Vishnu, or it is the Swarupa of Shiva. There is no benefit for a student of Vedanta. If it is there in Kailasa or Vaikuntha, let it be there. We are not saying no, there is no such Brahman there. But the teaching of Upanishad is, it is your nature. It is the very, very core of your personality or individuality. It is what you are. See, to realize I am Sat, I am Chit and I am Ananda, no textual knowledge is required. No Shruti Pramana is required. No Upanishad is required. Without Upanishad, without any Vedanta text, we can realize that we are Sat, Chit and Ananda. The only thing is we must conduct an inquiry into the real nature of ourselves. Who am I? Who am I? This inquiry will definitely reveal our own Sat, Chit and Ananda Bhava. But just realizing that will not do. See, even after realizing I am Sat, Chit and Ananda, that feeling of limitedness will be there within. I am limited. I am limited by time, I am limited by space, and I am limited by my individuality. The limitations will remain there. As long as there is limitation, you are not the unlimited being. As long as you are not the unlimited being, all sorts of sorrows will come again and again. Because as long as you are limited, you will strive to be unlimited or strive to become unlimited. And in that strive, karma will come. And to fulfill karma, you will do karma. And from karma, samskaras will definitely come. And samskaras will bind you again and again. So, realizing Satta, Chitta, Ananda will not do. Then what is required? We have to realize my real nature is unlimited. I am not limited by this body, mind, intellect complex. I am not limited by anything. I am not limited by time and space. All these limitations are there as far as body is concerned or mind or intellect is concerned. So to know that Atma, Brahma, Aikya Jnana, that is essential. That we get from Shastra only. There is the place where Shastra comes. Many persons misconceive so that to realize one's Satta, Chit, Ananda, Bhava, Shastra is required. No, it is not at all required. The need of Shastra is to teach you that you are not limited. You are unlimited. And what is unlimited? Unlimited is Brahman. Brahma is the unlimited. That is the cause of the whole manifestations. The very base of all manifestations and the substratum from which all these manifestations came, that is Brahma, and it is unlimited. That is unlimited. And what is the nature of Brahma? What is the Swabhava of Brahma? That you cannot get through a direct knowledge, pratyaksha, that you cannot infer, that is anumana. The only valid proof of that knowledge is Vedanta, Shruti Pramana. Shruti says Brahma is Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam and Anandam. Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna. So says Taittiriya Upanishad. And Vijnanam Anandam Brahma, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says. So many Upanishads are there. So what is the nature of Brahman? You cannot infer or you cannot have direct perception. Pratyaksha or Anumana will not help you. Whereas you can have the knowledge, I am Sat, I am Chit, and I am Ananda, through an impartial inquiry into your own being. But to realize what is the nature of Brahman, you must go to Shastras. Going to Shastra means going to Guru. Because without the Upadesha of a Guru, no Shastra will be revealed. So Guru and Shastra are there. From this we are knowing what is the real nature of Brahman. Brahman here means the unlimited being. So I thought myself as limited being. Even though I am limited, I realized I am Sat, Chit and Ananda. And Upanishad or Vedanta says Brahman is Sat, Chit and Ananda. I considered myself as limited. Upanishad says Brahman is unlimited. So, Sat, Chit, Ananda are same in both. As per my experience, I am Sat, Chit and Ananda. As per the exhortation of Shruti, Brahma is Sat, Chit, Ananda. Then where lies the difference? The difference is, I considered myself as limited, whereas Shruti says Brahman is unlimited. That is the difference. So I have to reconcile somehow. For that a proper Shravana and a proper Manana will do. Hearing Mahavakyas like Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi and all. And constantly ruminating on what we have heard. And taking the meaning of such Mahavakyas as Tattvamasi. There's a big process to get the real meaning, because verbal meaning won't do that. We cannot accept the verbal meaning of Mahavakya, because one is limited and the other is unlimited. Then how you can equate both together? So that parts which are contradictory, we have to reconcile. It is just like when somebody who was staying away from his country or place or village for so long time, and he returns to his village after some 20 or 25 or 30 years. And there was a friend of him. With that friend, he started walking through that village after 30 years. Then a man was coming. Then the friend told him, "Oh, that is that man. That is our Mr. Raman." So within a fraction of a second, this man realizes that is Raman. But in that fraction of a second, he has reconciled all differences. Because that Raman whom I had seen 30 years back, and that Raman whom I am seeing now, so many differences are there. And negating all such differences, I am taking the person as a whole. In the same way, differences in the meaning of Tat and Tvam, we are reconciling that. And we are taking the common factor that is. is. For example, Tattvamasi. You are that. Then you and that both are different entities. There are a vast difference in the meaning of these two. But proper vichara, for proper discrimination, are reconciled. That is, negated the differences in you and that. Then what remains? Then what remains? Are remains. You are that. Then there is no need for are, because there are no two objects. That means are became is. That alone will remain. That is the existence absolute. And there all the differences vanishes. So in this stretch, proper hearing, shravana, and proper manana, proper manana means first we have to take the verbal meaning, and in the next stage the indicative meaning. Indicative meaning is lakshyartha. And how to take the indicative meaning? We must have a clear picture of the indications. That is through a proper analysis of tat and tu, or aham and brahma, or prajnanam and brahma, or ayam atma and brahma. These two different terms, or diverse terms, opposite terms. We have to take the indicative meaning. And thus, tad brahmaham iti jnatu. I am that. I considered myself as a limited entity before, and it was only because of my ignorance. And now I am realizing that I am. And this existence nobody can negate. That I am realizing. Tad brahmaham iti jnatva brahma sampadyate dhruvam. What happens then? Then you are that. Brahma sampadyate. There the word sampadyate is just ornamental. Just like I got it. It was there. But still because of ignorance, we were not realizing it. And now the curtain of ignorance has gone. And you are that. So Shruti says, Sayo havaitat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati. Sayo havaitat paramam brahma veda. One who knows that Brahman, brahmaiva bhavati. Verily he becomes that Brahman itself. That is not something becoming. Then what's the meaning of bhavati there? Becomes. It was that. It was that. It's not something becoming. But just knowing. The process of knowing is that. When I know I am Brahman, I am Brahman. If I am considering myself as something limited, I am limited. Nobody can help me. Because I am considering myself as limited. Because my identification is with body. Body is limited. Nobody can say body is unlimited. So the question or the matter is with which you are identifying yourself. That is the question. That is why in the Ashtavakra Gita, on the very outset, on the first shloka itself, it is said, if you are considering yourself as a mukta, you are a mukta. Liberated. If you are considering yourself as bound, you are bound. Because mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. It is mind. Mind is responsible for your bondage and liberation. Nobody else. All this depends on the identification with which you are identifying. I am a woman, I am a man. Next, I am a sannyasi. I am Swami Chidananda Puri, this and that. So many identifications are there. And we are in that. When these false identifications goes, and our real entity is shining, that is Brahmaveda, Brahmaiva Bhavati. It is not something becoming, that is the main thing. I was, but I didn't know. Now I knew, now I am. So, tad brahmahamidi jnatva, realizing or knowing that I am that, brahma sampadyate dhruvam. Dhruvam, no doubt. There are so many meanings for dhruvam. Dhruvam is eternal. So he reaches the eternal Brahman. Or dhruvam means no doubt. No doubt, indeed. Indeed. He reaches, he sampadyate Brahma. He reaches Brahman. He realizes Brahman. He becomes Brahman. But
so, what you're saying about Ashtavakra Gita, does this mean, that we should inside of ourselves already hold this notion that I'm already free and stop thinking of ourselves as sadhaka and start thinking I'm already free?
see, a sadhaka I am thinking I am already free, it is just madness.
Right.
It is a fantasy. Here it is not so. Here clearly there is an analysis, and that analysis says to which you are identifying yourself. To the limited body, then you are limited. To the limited mind, you are limited. So it's a matter of identification.
But if we keep telling ourselves that we're trying to achieve something that's already there, isn't that also taking the mind in the wrong direction?
What?
If we keep telling ourselves, like, what does sadhaka mean? It means somebody who's trying to use means to get to a goal, right? But if that goal is already there, if that goal is already existing, we just don't realize it. Is it not taking the mind in the wrong direction to continually tell ourselves that we're somebody trying to achieve something?
No. See, all these are matters connected with sadhana. You are not becoming something else, or you are not making something. You are what you are, and you cannot change it. Even though you are that full, you are that Sat, Chit and Ananda even now, even in the state of ignorance, you are not realizing that because of your ignorance. And our task is not to make you full, not to know something new, but to remove ignorance, the field of ignorance, layers of ignorance. For that, all sadhanas are prescribed, all yogas are prescribed. So to a man or to one who reached such a state Such a state means who can contemplate, who has that clarity, that sharpness. And to him Shruti says, you are that, not in the beginning. If you are going to a layman and say, you are that, what will happen? If you do not understand, there is no problem. Because there is never an ignorant man will create a problem. But the problem is, he will misunderstand. He will be living a life of a fantasy. That is what is happening when we are teaching to half-ripe students the talk Vedanta. Here a system is there. We have to follow that system. One is ready to have that knowledge. Then only it is given. Like a bird hatching its own egg. Egg is there. That bird is not going to break the shell. Instead, that bird is lying on that egg, giving that warmness, and say for some days, 14, 18 or 21 days, as the case may be, when the child is ready inside, then only it breaks the outer shell. Not before that. If it breaks the outer shell before that, what will happen? It will die. That is the right time or right time. She knows. Like that, only after proper sadhana, only after proper Shravana and Manana, only after you complete all preliminary sadhanas, that this great teaching is given. That Baddhabhimani Baddhohi Mukto Muktabhimani. Now the problem is, without preparing ourselves to have that knowledge, we are going and reading. Then there are so many half-baked scholars. See, Sri Ramakrishna Deva, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa here, so many disciples were living with him. And when many of them, when they took Ashtavakra Gita to learn, Sri Ramakrishna said, no, you don't touch that. Don't touch that. You are not supposed to take that book. We will shout. And with all love he will call Narendra and ask him to read Ashtavakra Gita. You read, my boy. You read again and again. So that is the Adhikari Bheda. Mother bird know the right time or the right time. So there is not a problem. It is not a problem. Those who are not coming in tradition, they will suffer. Not only they, the world will suffer because of them. They will teach all sorts of nonsense. Sadhana is not required. Yoga is not required. Shravana, Manana, all these are not required. You just hear, you are that. Aham Brahmasmi. All sorts of humbugs. But when we are learning according to tradition, that will not happen. Because there is a system, age-long system. You cannot break that. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
That is the main point. So tadeva nishkalam brahma narupikalpam niranjanam tad brahmahamidi jnatva brahma sampadyate dhruvam. It is sampadyate is not something you are becoming or you are getting. It is quite natural. It was that. But because of ignorance, you didn't know that alone. When you knew, you are that. Again, the same thing is repeated. Same thing. Why such repetitions are there in Shruti? Because there is nothing to be said, nothing new thing to be said. What is taught, we have to teach again and again until the student is clear with it, satisfied. Then again teacher will teach, but he will go back. He will not sit again. Because he got what he have to get. Then next group of students will come and they will hear. This will go on and on. And the student of this generation will become the teacher of the next generation. From time immemorial it is coming. So Shruti is repeating the same thing in different tongues. Different verses, different mantras, the same thing. See, Nirvikalpam anandam cha hetu drishtanda varjitam aprameyam anadim cha yajñatva muchyate buthaha. Nirvikalpam anandam cha hetu drishtanda varjitam aprameyam anadim cha yad jnatva muchyate buddhaha. Nirvikalpam anandam hetu drishtanda varjidam aprameyam anadim cha yad evam tad jnatva buddhaha muchyate. Nirvikalpa, without differentiation, without differences, without any limitations, limitations of time and space. Nirvikalpam. Without any difference. That has come earlier also, Nirvikalpam. Anandam cha. Anandam. Anda is end. Anandam endless. Endless. That is Anta, end are of different types. Hetutaha, Nama, Deshataha, Kalataha. That is according to Desha and according to Kala. Time and space. So Ananda is that which is above time and space. Ananda. Deshataha, Kalataha, Vastutaha. Vastutaha also there is Anta. So all sorts of limitations has gone. Ananda, limitless. Hetu drishtanda varjitam. That which is devoid of hetu and drishtanda. Drishtanda is example. Example. And hetu is the reason or logical reason. So hetu drishtanda varjita. When there is cause-effect relation, you can say this is the cause and this is the effect. And you can show so many examples also. All these examples we are taking from the world, our worldly experience we are taking. But when we go to the final truth, there is no hetu mad bhava, cause and effect. It is not the effect of anything, or it is not the cause of anything. It is above cause-effect relation. So you cannot say with the help of a hetu drishtanta varjitam. So many reasons or logic and examples and explanations. This is above all. Anything which is coming under the limit of words, you can explain. This is that. It is above all explanations, because words are not working there. Words cannot enter that realm. Hetu drishtanta varjitam. Then aprameyam, that also is repeated. Aprameyam, above pramanas. That which can be proved or that which can be known through pramana is prameya. Sound is a prameya because we can hear it. Rupa is a prameya because we can see it. Like that. Which is subject to pramana is prameya. So this is aprameya. This is not subject to any pramana. Then some may ask, no, Vedanta pramana is there. This is a prameya of Vedanta pramana. No. Vedanta is indicating that, not saying that, not defining that. It is indicating, pointing. So it is aprameya. And anadi, without beginning. It is the very base, very substratum, which has no beginning. From where this occurred, from where this manifestation came, we inquire. And finally we will reach there, above which we cannot go. That is our limitation. Limitation of our intellect, limitation of our logic and reasoning. Anadi. There must be something from which everything else came. That is anadi. So what is nirvikalpam, anandam, hetu drishtanta varjitam, aprameyam and anadi? Knowing that, yadjnatva, knowing that. Here knowing means realizing. Because when we know something physical, knower is there and it is different from what is known, and the process of knowledge is there. Always that tripudi is there. Here it is not, because what you are knowing is the very, very being of the knower. There is no that knower, known difference. So here jnatva means sakshatkritya, realizing. Realizing that muchyate buddhaha, a man of wise intellect, buddhaha, muchyate, he gets liberated. How it is? Then we have to think what is bondage. To know what is liberation, the only thing we need to know is what is bondage. What is bondage? Bondages are nothing but the feeling of limitedness, or identifications with many limited things. When we are identifying with limited things, we are limited. If I am identifying myself as a sannyasi, I am limited. Because sannyasa is only a phase, only a lifestyle. And it is connected with this body-mind complex. There is no sannyasa in Atma. And if I am considering myself as a grihastha, then I am limited. Because it is a phase, it's a style, it's a pattern of life, nothing more than that. And man and woman, all these are limited things. So, the question, what is the real bondage? It is nothing but identifications. When this false identification goes, you are liberated, you are not limited, you are unlimited. I was unlimited and I am unlimited, but I am now realizing that I am unlimited. That is liberation. That is moksha. So knowing oneself as Nirvikalpam and Anandam and Hetu Drishtanta Varjitam and Aprameyam and Anadi, one gets rid of all notions or identifications with the limited objects. That is moksha. There is no other moksha. And it is happening in the lifetime itself, not after death. Nobody is getting this knowledge after death. In this lifetime we are getting this. So that is the greatness of Vedanta. In all other Shastras, like Puranas and Idihasas, or so many stories of heaven and hell are there. All these are written by people who were living, not who left. So we cannot believe in all those narrations, because they are writing about the life after death, before their death. So we cannot believe that. I am not going to believe that. Whereas Vedanta, the teachers, they exhorted their own experience, what they experienced here. That is the difference. That is the greatness of Vedanta. If you are saying something about heaven or something happening after your death, sitting here, it is nonsense. The man who is saying and man who is believing, both are fools. Here it is not so, because here it is the experience of the teacher. Then itself he, after getting rid of, or at the same moment when he gets rid of all false identifications, he is liberated. He is Mukta Purusha. That is the main thing. There is no doubt in that. In the earlier mantra, so Dhruvam is used. No doubt, indeed, no doubt. Then there comes a question, by knowing all this, he is getting moksha, or he is becoming Mukta Purusha, or he Brahmaveda Brahmaiva Bhavati, he becomes Brahma. No, it was his real nature. It is his real nature and it will be his real nature. That is the real truth. So Shruti says, न निरोधो न चोत्पत्तिः न बद्धो न च साधकः न मुमुक्षुर्न वै मुक्तः इत्येषा परमार्थता न निरोधो न चोत्पत्तिः न बद्धो न च साधकः न मुमुक्षुर्न वै मुक्तः इत्येषा परमार्थता न निरोधः न च उत्पत्तिः न बद्धः न च साधकः न मुमुक्षुः न वै मुक्तः इत्येषा परमार्थता इत्येषा परमार्थता एषा this is paramarthata, the final truth, the supreme truth. This is paramartha. Then all others are relative truths. There is nothing in this universe as untruth. What is untruth? Nothing is there as untruth. Everything is truth. But some degrees are there. Relative and final. This is the supreme truth. All else are relative truths. For example, I am a sadhaka, or I am a sannyasi, I am a brahmachari, I am a grihastha. All these are truths, but relative truths. You are a brahmachari in relation to other ashramas. You are a grihastha in relation to other ashramas. You are a husband in relation to a woman. You are a wife in relation to a man. All these are relative truths. I am a sadhaka. It is in relation to a sadhya, something to be achieved. Then you are a sadhaka. I am a mumukshu means it is in relation with moksha, liberation. So what is the ultimate truth? Na nirodhaha. There is no dissolution. To have dissolution, you must have something in the beginning. To dissolve, we say. To dissolve, there must be something. Without that something, what will dissolve? So dissolution is a relative term. So also is creation, utpatti. To create, there must be something to create with. So that also is a relative term. There must be a creator, there must be something to create, and there must be a plan of creation. So many things are there. If you say God created this universe, there must be a God, and there must be a scheme of creation. If that scheme existed before God, who created that scheme? Who created that scheme? Huh? Innumerable questions will follow, one after another. So this creation and dissolution, na nirodhaha, na cha utpattihi, na baddhaha. One is bound. That also is a relative term. Bound means bound by time or space, or with something else. With something else, like a chain, whatever it is. I am bound in the samsara. Who told you? So it is in relation to samsara. Na baddho, na cha sathakaha. One seeker. Seeking something. What he is seeking we do not know, but seeking something is a sathaka. Na mumukshuhu, one who is seeking liberation. Sadhaka means a seeker. What he seeks we do not know. But here we know that he is seeking liberation, moksha. Navai muktaha, there is no limit, mukta purusha. Liberated one. That also is a relative term. Because one says, I am a liberated one. From what you liberated yourself? It is also a relative term. So we cannot say all these are untruth. All these are truth.
Certain relative.
But relative. To a certain extent all these things are there. Sadhaka is there. So you have to promote a sadhaka. You must help a sadhaka. But all these are coming in the relative plane. Then what is the final truth? Final truth is all these are relative. In the ultimate analysis there is no sadhaka, there is no siddha, there is no mumukshu, there is no dissolution, there is no creation. What is always, without a change, because it is changeless. It is immutable. The immutable principle cannot be mutated.
Swamiji, we have come to learn from Swamiji. Earlier, Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Brahma Satya, Jagat Satya. So, is there...
See, Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. When you say that, what is the meaning of Mithya? When we say Jagat Mithya, there is no such a Jagat existing apart from the real truth. Apart from Brahman, there is no Jagat. So that is the meaning of Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. And from another angle, Acharya says Brahma Satyam Jagat Satyam. This also is, this Jagat is, you are seeing that. Even though there is no Jagat apart from the final truth, the Brahma, it is. You are seeing that, you are living in that, you are realizing that. So it is, that isness is one. There cannot be two existences. So, we says Jagat Mithya, but some says Jagat Satyam, both are same. We need not quarrel in between.
So, yeah, relative truth. When we are talking
all these are relative. Because to proclaim Brahma Satyam, there is nobody else there above or below Brahma. Brahma Satyam, to declare that, you must be somebody other than Brahma. No. So even this saying Brahma Satyam is relative. That is why the highest mode of teaching is Mauna. Because even when we say Brahma Satyam, we are coming to a relative plane. That is why in the Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says Brahma Shabdasya api lakshyartha. Even the indicative meaning we have to take. It is not the verbal meaning of Brahma. It is the indicative meaning of Brahma. Brahma Shabdasya api lakshyartha. There no words work. Ito vacho nivartande aprapya manasa saha. That is that. So all these are in the relative plane only.
If Vyavaharika Satta is always existing to someone,
Vyavaharika Satta
is always existing to someone. If someone is always in ignorance and someone is always experiencing that as the truth, does that not make there a duality?
Yes.
Between Paramarthika Satta and Vyavaharika Satta?
There is no duality between Paramarthika Satta and Vyavaharika Satta. But there is a duality in him who is experiencing the Vyavaharika Satta. There is no duality in between Paramarthika Satta and Vyavaharika Satta, but there is a duality in him who is experiencing Vyavaharika Satta. Like, for example, take the case of, or take the example of gold and ornaments. There are different types of ornaments. A bangle is there, a ring is there, a chain is there. Take three cases. We know all are gold. There is nothing else but gold. So there is no contradiction, there is no duality in between this gold and bangle or chain or ring.
Yeah.
But there is duality in him who is seeing difference in bangle, chain and ring.
But so this Namarupa, it's Vacharamharam. But if somebody is always believing that, if there's always someone in ignorance, and there's always somebody experiencing it as name and form, and not experiencing the substratum, then that's a permanent reality.
Yeah, for him.
For someone.
No, for him. Not for someone, for him who is experiencing.
Even if he becomes liberated and realizes the truth, if someone is in ignorance, does that not mean that, like, the ignorance is also always existing?
Yeah.
So then, if you say, like, Maya is always existing to someone, then that Maya is also a permanent entity.
Yeah.
So then there's two.
No, there's no two. There is no two. There is two for him who is seeing two. So as long as this world is there, it will be there. So you are not going to be liberated when somebody else have that knowledge.
Yeah.
You must have that knowledge. So Jagat is there. Jagat is there. Jagat will be there. And even if you go above the clutches of Jagat, Jagat will be there. And the cause for Jagat also will be there. But you know that it is not something different from Ishvara. So the other man who is within the clutches of that, he is having friend and foe, he is having his and others, but you know all these are manifestations of the same. With that knowledge, you can be above this imperative plane. You can be above that. It doesn't mean that this world will vanish. No. You will see the world even after that. But you are above that, Udasina. Yes, we can sit after some time. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vathidamastu Ma Vidyushavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.